Hi everyone, my name's David Coleman. I've had a lot of friends ask me about the way Australians speak English, and I thought it would be good to put up a video on YouTube about some of the common Australian English phrases which people use in this country. Many English-speaking people visiting Australia for the first time often find Australian English surprisingly difficult. For example, Australians tend to shorten words in ways that leave visitors lost. A politician is called a polly, a university is a uni, and Christmas is Chrissy. In addition to the E sound at the end of some words, we use words that end in O, such as shortening car registration to rego. So if you're visiting Australia, try keeping this in mind and you might be able to guess about what some people are actually saying. For instance, if you hear someone say, "Have a go, you mug," this means that someone is not trying hard enough and you want them to try harder. Or it might mean something like, "It's really easy to do, you don't need much effort." If someone says that that person is away with the pixies, that sort of means that they're dreaming or they're not listening. You could say, "She's in love and away with the pixies." Sometimes Australians will refer to a man's suit as a bag of fruit. For example, he went to the meeting in his new bag of fruit. Another expression that is inherently Australian is to say belt up, which in English might be translated as shut up or you're making me mad. Another Australian expression is bloody oath, which means that's the truth or I agree completely. Another thing Australians might say, which isn't heard in other parts of the world, is Bob's your uncle. This means if you do this, whatever the person said before they said Bob's your uncle, it will work perfectly. For example, someone might say, "Just add some extra water and Bob's your uncle." Another thing Australians might say is "bonza, mate." It sort of means that's great or that's great and you're my friend. Another thing that Australians might say is to chuck a Yui, which means to make a U-turn. If you said "chuck a Yui, mate," the pub's the other way. That means you want the person to turn the car round.